in.
First of all, we start with UCOB. So, UCOB. How fun were the mechanics in UCOB? I think that's a fucking S tier. Would you guys agree? Like, I mean, let's be fucking real, dude. Twisters is the most awesome shit ever. The addition of Nail and the quotes, that one's really good. I love the quotes and the fact that you do mechanics based off what Nail says. I think it's just such a unique idea and it's fun. I think UCOB is S tier when it comes to mechanics. Dude, and like ads, UCOB ads are so good. It's so hectic. You never know what's gonna happen. Is someone gonna walk into a twister? Is someone gonna, walk the wrong way on the stack? Are they gonna walk too late? Are they gonna walk too early? Is someone gonna fuck up the hatch? Boom! And then you're all dead. And it's GG. Yeah, it's hype. UCOB is... The mechanics are really fun. Nail alone makes the whole fight exciting. Heaven's Fall is really good as well. Yeah, I think this is very, very, very easy S tier if we put how fun mechanics are. I don't know. Do you guys agree? Let me know. But that's what I feel. UCOB mechs are good, but also bad. Even more... The shaky 10-strike trios, yep. The shakies hit pretty hard on that, huh? Big time. Heaven's Fall Japan towers are kind of sus. Oh shit, I wonder how they do it in Japan. DPS check-wise, obviously, for UCOB isn't that crazy, but the mechanics, I can definitely put that S tier. Sure, for sure. Difficulty of mechanics. If we rate it based off difficulty, like, UCOB's pretty hard. I mean, because you have to pay attention to a lot of stuff, right? Like, you need to pay attention to the cash bar of Twintania, and make sure you dodge, during ads. Even if you're targeting Nail, you have to make sure and get the timing right of twisters. You have to look around. You have to adjust a lot. I think it's like, based off difficulty, I would rate it S tier. I think it's a difficult fight, which makes it a good fight. So I would probably rate that S tier. How did it feel to prog? I never really had any negative experiences progging UCOB. I mean, yeah, there was the occasional stupid memes, but they happen all the time across all ultimates. I don't know if this is exclusive to UCOB. I don't think so. Progging it was fun, I'd say. And considering the DPS check, like, you can reliably prog it without, like, enraging. Like, you will never enrage in this fight unless you literally just... If you literally don't do combos or something. Surely people never enrage on this fight, right? Right? For sure. Keck W. How did reclears feel? How did reclears feel for UCOB? I mean, there's a lot of fucking memes, man. I feel like when I do reclears for UCOB, it's always memes, man. Like, people are just dying of stupid shit all the time. Or they run the wrong way, or they soak the wrong tower. Reclears, I'd probably say, like, mid. I'd say B tier if I were to say reclears for UCOB. Mainly because of the experience I had with it, though. But that's just me. It's very subjective. But I wouldn't consider reclears being S tier. I think prog was S tier. Prog was S tier for sure. I think I've seen Nail enrage once, but 30 deaths to see enrage. Holy fuck. That's a whole lot of deaths. Okay, I'm gonna rate this S tier, man. Like, UCOB is such a great fight. Yeah, I rated one of the things mid on reclears, but I think UCOB is a fucking S tier. Come on. Like, ain't no way this doesn't end up here. Definitely. Is there anything major in UCOB that I'm missing? I think that's it, really. Mechanics are fun. S tier it is. Uwu. How fun were the mechanics in Uwu? I mean, they're alright. Garuda in the beginning with the music's really cool. And the mechanics are like eh. I mean, they're not crazy hard, but I like the timing of when you need to walk out of the Feather Storm with the Scream. I think the fight, the first 3 phases are like meh. But when Ultima actually starts, the fight becomes epic. Annihilation is really good, true. Oh, that mechanic is really, really nice. I mean, I think the mechanics for Ubu are pretty good. I don't really have anything negative to say, really. I mean, they're just well designed. Titan is kind of interesting because everyone uses AM on fucking Titan. He slams his fucking hands down. And I don't know. Like, that's it, really. It's still fun, though. I think the mechanics are good. Not hard, but fun. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I put, in terms of fun, I probably put it A tier because I don't find it as fun as UCOB. A tier is pretty safe. Okay, now, difficulty of mechanics. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that difficult. I feel like there isn't that much adjusting going on. In terms of difficulty, like, I don't consider it to be more difficult than UCOB. I think UCOB is a bit more difficult. Like, in Ubu, it's pretty much just know your movement, and, like, that's it. Know where you gotta go with what you have. Like, in Suppression, just know where to go. If you're jail, if you're not jail, if you're... all that stuff. Pretty staticky movement. So I don't think it's that difficult. How did it feel to prog Ubu? Oh, S tier. I think progging Ubu, because it was my first ultimate, it felt awesome, dude. Progging Ubu for the first time was amazing. Not only because it was my first ultimate, but I really enjoyed progging it. Especially like when you get to Ultima and the music is so hype. Makes the whole fight sick. I like it. I'd probably say S tier for prog. Reclears? How did reclears feel? I did do some reclears. I mean, it was the same as UCOB. I pretty much say it's mid. It didn't feel that great. Pretty mid reclears. I'd put this as a whole fight. I put it A tier. I don't think it's better than UCOB, but it's very good ultimate. I think A tier is fair. You know, I think it's very fair. That's where I put that. T. How fun were the mechanics in T? Honestly, Limit Cut's really cool. I like Limit Cut. That's one of my favorite mechanics, and I like the music, and Wormhole is pretty good. I think Wormhole was well designed. I do like Wormhole. Perfect Alexander is perfect. Actually, Perfect Alexander, it's literally perfect. Because it's Perfect Alexander, But yeah, basically, I think it's easily like one of the best final phases across all the ultimates. It just feels epic, and it feels like it's long, you know? It's nice. I'd say the mechanics in terms of fun, I wouldn't put them S tier necessarily. Like, I mean, come on. Let's be real for a second. If you're playing main tank in T, and you get to phase 2, what are you doing really? You're standing still, you're tanking the boss, and you move if you have ice. Like, I mean, that's pretty much it. But anyway, that's just for tanks, but I feel like it could be more stuff to it. Oh god, yeah, stillness. Stillness respecters? Oh boy. Uptime stillness or rewind. Yeah, I really like that. The stillness and the how you had to use the arena on the floor to determine like where you end up during the Fate projection alpha. You have like a tent shape and you go inside the tent shape, left and right. I like that. It's really good. Mechanics, I'd probably say A tier. They're good. They're not S tier, but they're A tier. I can't compare it to UCOB. I think UCOB is more fun. Difficulty of mechanics. I think phase 2 alone is like one of the hardest phases, probably. Like the rest, Inception is easy. Wormhole, just know your steps. Perfect Alexander comes kind of close because you can easily grief Perfect Alexander if people don't know where they're going. I think it's a pretty difficult fight. How did it feel to Prague? Considering I played T with LPDU, it felt pretty damn awesome to Prague, but the wait times were atrocious, and I think that ranks it down a little bit because no one really was doing T. So my Prague, I don't know if I should include how long I waited in PFs, but T took so long to fucking find people, dude. Way longer than UWU and UCOB, like by a mile. I don't know what it is, but for UWU UCOB, I find parties a lot faster than T. It is what it is. How did reclears feel? Meh. I'd probably say mid. People are scared of it. I don't know why. T was kind of dead back when you were progging. Now it's popping off. Boy, that's really good to hear. It's really good to hear. I wonder if my T guides got people into playing T, huh? It is a possibility. Because a lot of people are walking up to me and they're saying, yo, Alninio, thank you so much for the guides. We cleared because of you. Maybe they just needed a video, you know, of LPDU in a video format instead of just 2-box. And that's enough to make them play it. I mean, fuck, I don't fucking know. But hey, I mean, it's good that it's popping off. Probably not because of me, though. But hey, that's really good. Okay, so overall, where do I rate this? I mean, I don't think it's mid. That's kind of stupid to say that it's mid. I think it's just as good as UWU, honestly. I put it on A. I think it deserves it. T was fun. T was fucking fun, dude. Above or below UWU? You think it's ooh? You think it's above or below? Oh shit! What the hell did I just do? I'll put on A. DSR. I mean, do we even need to talk about this? Like, really? Really? Do we need to talk about DSR? The greatest fight ever made in the entire game? Still to this day, the greatest fight ever made? The most fun mechanics ever made? Pretty much a must experience. Like, you have to experience this fight. If you're into Ultimates or you play FF14, you have to play this fight. You're missing out if you don't. I think just theme-wise, the phases, every single phase in Dragon Song is filled with excitement. Just across the board, dude. And yes, maybe some people are saying, oh, I don't like, saving Harshiphon part. It's pretty boring. Like, that part, yeah, sure. Maybe it's not the best, but still. Okay, it's like leading up to the epic part, and it doesn't last that long, so it's not that bad. Like, it barely even lasts 2 minutes in that part. Yeah. How did it feel to Prague Dragon Song? How fun were the mechanics, I mean? S tier. Twisters came back. I love Death of the Heavens. I love P3. P3 is one of the best phases ever with Nidstinian. I love that. Phase 6 is fucking crazy. And Final Phase is so fun. Final Phase is so fun with the music and just how hype it is to get that kill. And the stacks and the crazy like healing in the midst you need to do during the stacks. DSR is a easy S. Difficulty and mechanics, they were very tough. How did it feel to Prague? It felt amazing. Probably one of the best Prague experiences I have ever had in Final Fantasy XIV was Dragon Song. By far. By far. The PF experience as well was really good in this with LPD. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Really fun with LPDU. Really, really fun. Easy S tier. Yep, P2, P3, P5, P6, P7. Rate reclears. Oh, God. Okay, let's talk about this. The reclears are actually fucking bad. But I only had one pretty bad reclear, but I've also had a few, like, some in the past. Like, there was a lot of memes, but not every single party. I guess it depends who you're playing with. I think that has a big factor. But, like, the reclears, if you don't know if they're good players, it can be so shit. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's toxic. Maybe it is. But, bro, like, yesterday, I played with this guy, right? His role is prey, right? And he doesn't take the Cardinal Tower. We were west. No, sorry, we were east. We east position for the towers. There's a Cardinal Tower available. And he doesn't take it. Like, what is happening? Like, is this really gonna be how reclears are gonna go? Like, that shit fucking... Dude, I was smudge. Imagine, like, your role is prey and you don't take, like, you don't take the Cardinal. So, yeah. Reclears depends on who you're playing with. Like, there was so much memes, you know, during Meteors as well. But sometimes you have these parties happen. Reclears isn't that great. But I will rate it S tier in front of UCOB. I think it's the best fight ever made in the entire game. 1,000,000%. No one can prove me wrong. And even if they do, I will still be delusional and I'll still think it's the best fight ever made. No one can prove me otherwise. Okay, top. Top. Top, 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 top. Now this is interesting. It's the latest fight we cleared. Where do we put this? And I'm gonna be honest, okay? It's dog water. No, I'm kidding. It's S tier. No, this fight's fucking good. This fight's actually fucking good. And I'll actually talk over why I think that. Now, you know, some people, they're gonna say, man, you putting this next to DSR? Yes. Very good reasons why, okay? First, let's talk about each one. How fun the mechanics are. I will admit, the mechanics are not as fun as Dragon Song, okay? They're good though. They are good. And honestly, after playing it more and more and more, I'm kind of enjoying it. Like, I like the complexity of it, you know? But you with AM, it makes it easier, obviously, because everyone knows where they gotta go. There's a lot of puzzles you need to do on top. A lot of problem solving. A lot of that. You have to know how to go, where to go, and what shit you have to know where to go. It's pretty much the whole fucking fight. P2, P3, P4. I don't know about P3. Probably not. No, not P3. Well, there's the conga line, so yeah, that's an added factor. Do I put it in front of UCOB? Yes. I will actually put this in front of UCOB. I think DSR is the greatest fight ever made. So DSR, then top, then UCOB, like this. Now, I love UCOB, don't get me wrong. I think it's one of the best fights ever made, but I will put top over it. I actually will. If UCOB was level 90 content, maybe I'd put it higher, but I just love top, okay? Like, I'm really starting to like it. I think it's a fun fight. Difficulty of mechanics. I think top... I think P5 alone is one of the toughest phases they've made. Well, that is, of course, during Prague. It's very tough. There's so much room for fuck up in P5, it's crazy. Literally, one person fucks up, the whole thing is fucked. And there's so many times where that can happen. It's very difficult. But at the same time, I think the fight really becomes fun when you hit P3 and up. So P3, P4, you know, they're alright, but P5 is probably the most hype. P1 is so dog. Yeah, that's the problem. That's not gonna put it below Dragon Song, because Dragon Song, even phase 1 Dragon Song is actually pretty damn good. Yeah. How did it feel at the Prague top? Honestly, it felt awesome. Like, I loved progging top. I loved studying how to do the mechanics. And I killed this fight, like, before 6.4, so before, you know, the item level changes. And it felt great to, like, push DPS and manage resources correctly. I agree there should be a checkpoint. I agree, Solar. Oh. If there was a checkpoint for that, that'd be so good. Because P1 fucking sucks. If you do it only once, that's fine. I'm happy with that. If you have to do it every single time, it gets kind of annoying. It does, it does. But hey, that's where most people die, you know? It is what it is. That's where most people die. Panto memes. Yeah, basically, let's just put it like this. Phase 1 and top is like a sleeper check. Are you asleep? Are you tired? Well, you're going to fail P1 if you are tired or feeling asleep. That's basically all that phase is. It's not really complex, but if you're tired, you're going to fucking die. Or if you don't pay attention for like a split second. It's pretty much sludge. Sludge, phase 1. Oh, Grief P3 just like yesterday. Don't worry about it, dude. Don't you worry. Yeah, yesterday I was playing off stream at like fucking 7 a.m. doing some top with Yuki, Yama Graves, and a few other peeps that joined in as well. Vinal was there. Oh my god. I had fun though. I had fun. I always have fun playing top, even if we don't clear. Like, I just really love the fight. Obviously, I want to clear it, but hey. I just enjoy the fight. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think top is a fun fight. So I'm putting it S tier below UCOB. It deserves that rank. And boom. How do reclears feel? I haven't really done a reclear yet. I mean, I've just been KFFing pretty much. So I'm not getting totems. But reclearing, I would say, feels great, to be honest. Like, it's not that bad. Unless people don't know what the fuck they're doing, then it's pretty much a bad experience. Like, I feel like reclears is so dependent on just how shit people are. Like, if they're shit and they grief constantly, like, it's just gonna be frustrating as hell. Like, imagine you make it all the way to P5. Like, you spent all that time getting through the bullshit, and then you just die to P5 because some guy fucking walled it by accident. And imagine if this happens every pool. It just gets annoying. It gets frustrating. So reclears is just so dependent on who you're playing with. It's okay. People fuck up, you know? It happens. Sometimes people fuck up. We're human. At the end of the day, we're human. We fail mechanics. We die. You know, it is what it is. But if it literally becomes the only thing you do for like the entire instance, then it becomes a problem. So yeah. I think this is my final tier list. Would I change anything here? Probably not. I think T and Uwu are perfect where they are. I'll probably put T above Uwu. I think T is actually fun. I love T. I put it slightly above Uwu. So this is my ranking, okay? DSR is number 1. Top is number 2. UCOB is number 3. T is number 4. Uwu is number 5.